tell. Is this on?
We are your first ever WWE Tag Team Champions.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling?
Interesting, huh?
What's wrong with wrestling?
Okay, looks like we're doing a little role reversal tonight. This will be fun. So you guys enjoyed Raw and SmackDown?
I did, yeah. I thought they were both pretty good shows.
Well, don't get your hopes up.
Because Joe's going to ruin it.
1 week does not make a show.
Wow.
They're going to mess up everything.
Captain.
Maybe, but
I don't like...
I thought
don't
these
know.
two shows were really good. Look,
I thought they were okay.
there's still a lot of issues here that are going on. Like Charlotte is still in the main event of WrestleMania and probably will remain.
Remain. Because even Ronda's like, no, I want you to include her
I
as a
know.
triple threat. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It will for sure be a triple threat.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
course.
Damn it.
But there were a lot of returns, a lot of surprises. I thought
Yeah.
there were a lot of good moments on both shows.
Yeah.
They treated this like a Raw after WrestleMania in a way.
They
with
really
SmackDown,
did.
Which
Yeah.
didn't make any sense. But we'll take it.
I appreciate it.
Considering
I mean,
it's 2 weeks removed from Elimination Chamber.
right. And you know, last week we said both shows were good.
Yeah.
This week both shows were good. I mean, when was the last time two Raw and SmackDowns, like 2 weeks in a row, both
to
shows were good?
What did these two
Like
shows...
1999?
I think so, yeah.
What did these 2 weeks have in common? Let me think. I can't really put my NXT on it. You have great wrestlers.
Yeah.
You have great wrestling.
Yeah.
It looks like Black and Ricochet are up, right? Like they're up.
Not exactly.
They're...
I mean, obviously, yeah, they're on the shows, but they're still going to be on NXT for a little longer.
Yeah. They have to be.
And look, Gargano was scheduled to have a match against Cesaro on SmackDown, but that got changed, obviously, for other reasons.
I was really excited about that, too.
Yeah, me too.
Would have been interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Right. But we're gonna get all into it. There's so much that happened, and that's a good thing. When a lot happens, usually it's just like, and this. I mean, at least they're keeping their word about that. Like we're not seeing the same fucking matches every week anymore.
Right.
You know. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play the Kairi Sane this week.
You will.
Again, 2 times. I remember.
Yeah, that's right. I will.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you will.
But still, not as much as we used to.
Right.
And the returns, the twists, all made up for it. That was why I think the shows were really good this week. But before we get to Raw and SmackDown, we have to thank 7 new people who signed up on Patreon.
Fantastic.
So thank you to Dallas Lewis, Tony Vasquez, Link Mook, Rebecca Young, Ricardo Delgadillo, Jordan Pikarski, and Julie D.
Ooh, it's a lady.
We got 2 ladies, Rebecca
Couple ladies.
and Julie.
Oh, you mean Becky?
Yeah.
Young?
Right.
Yes.
And
right.
Julie, our
I got
sister. Yep. Thanks, Jewel.
Yeah.
And if you want to be like them, go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Let's go in head first
Dive right in.
to the shallow pool.
Yeah.
So Monday Night Raw starts with Roman Reigns. No booze this time.
All cheers.
Yeah. When's the next time he gets booed? We should make a bet on that.
2 weeks. As soon as his first match is announced.
As soon as his first singles match goes shitty.
You know what's funny when his music hit, he got a lot of cheers during this segment. But when his music first hit, the men weren't really cheering. You could hear all the women screaming like the Beatles came out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So he high fives almost every fan in the front row.
Yeah.
Hugs his mother, and then The Rock's mother, and then he gets in the ring.
It's like his aunt or something.
Is it though?
I don't know about that.
She's just she's Queen Samoan.
Some of
so
them are directly related, but when WWE says they're all related, you forget which ones are actually related.
right.
Right.
Like I think
The ones we know for sure.
Like-
Edge and Christian. Undertaker, Kane. I don't know why you're laughing.
Hardy
Undertaker,
Boys,
Kane.
not related.
like
Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
like Roman and the Usos are related. We could
Yes.
see all the family pictures
Right.
of them growing up, unless they were best friends. But I believe that one. I don't know about
The Rock and Tamina are related.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Naya.
And she's somehow related in there too. Yeah. It's so
So the Rock's related to Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
somehow. Samoans.
Maybe.
Hey.
We're all from the same two people.
So
Yeah.
anyways,
He hugged the Rock's mom. I guess she doesn't remember when the Shield debuted and beat the living shit out of the Rock. I guess no one remembers
or
that.
not the debut, but when he fought CM Punk.
Yeah.
And they were beating the shit out of the Rock that whole month.
Right.
So Roman gets in the ring. He says thank you to the fans. He gets a welcome back. You deserve it, and this is your yard.
Yeah, you deserve cancer. I didn't like that chant. I didn't love it.
Jesus, Joe.
It is what it is. You
Wow.
did. Hey, and as you guys know, I have cancer. You deserve it.
Oh my
It's
god.
so rude.
Heel Joe.
God,
This is what happens
seriously.
when Joe doesn't have the title.
This is what happens
Look.
when you let him be corporate Joe.
This is what's best for business right now.
No.
So,
Wow.
Reigns says, I'm in remission, so the big dog is back. And, of course, he gets a huge ovation.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge cheers. Roman thanks the fans again. And as he heads up the ramp, Seth Rollins comes out, and they hug.
Yeah. Now the one thing I was wondering this whole segment is how insane was Michael Cole going that he couldn't yell out, "It's the big dog!"
Right.
You know, like just he had to be sitting in his chair like they probably had to mute his mic. Corey's got his hand over his mouth. Don't do it, Cole.
I mean, that would be like the character of Michael Cole. I have a feeling in real life he probably hates saying that.
Oh, I'm sure.
But-
like it's boss time.
yeah, it's boss time.
Yeah.
So he announced, when was that? When was the first time he came out to say he had it?
October.
November, December, January, February.
4 months.
He beat cancer in 4 months. Mm-hmm. And looks the same. His muscles aren't smaller. He's not weaker. Mm-hmm. He's in just the same shape.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
You shut your mouth now.
no, I'm just saying, like they must have known. I've known a lot of people that have had cancer, and like you either go in and they're like, we're going to try to beat this, or because of technology now, they go, you have like a 90% chance to beat it. Like we got it,
Yeah.
we got ahead of it. That must have been Reigns. 4 months later, he's back to work.
Well, isn't leukemia one if you catch it early, there's a high survival
But he
rate?
had it before.
Right.
So
Yes.
when you get it again, that's a very low survival rate.
But when you're getting constantly checked, because I'm sure he gets checked every several months,
I'm sure.
and you catch it that early, I mean, it is possible. And leukemia has a lot of different types, and it affects people different. Like you're looking at a guy who's in peak perfect shape.
Yeah.
He's like a super athlete. He's a
He
professional
is.
athlete.
You know?
I mean, Eric Berry had lymphoma, and he ended up playing like the next season. Obviously, longer than 4 months, but he recovered fast. And it used to be like, and this isn't cancer, but like athletes used to need a whole year to recover from ACLs.
Yes.
Now they're like out for like 4 or 5 months, and like I'm back, and it's like what the hell? So technology's gotten
And
better.
than ever.
Yeah.
Technology's gotten better, and they're professional athletes. So I
Right.
wouldn't
True.
put it past them.
True. I'll give you that.
So yeah, welcome back, Roman.
Did you think Dean's music was going to hit after Seth hugged him?
Yeah, maybe.
I thought.
Kind
Right.
of.
Like, and that'd be a huge pop, and now they're back.
Right.
And Dean's going to spend the last 2 months as a face.
Well, we'll get to it later, but I think they did it better the way they did it. But
Right.
we'll get to there. So next up, we have the Revival. The Raw Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
Versus Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Dash and Dawson attack them before the match starts, but it backfires. Unfortunately, most of the match took place during the commercial break.
and for some reason, they don't do the thing that SmackDown does.
No.
Where you can see the match during commercial.
Right. But then if you do that, you're not getting as much ad money.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't do it. Raw doesn't. Well, Raw gets better ratings, so I guess they don't need it, and I guess SmackDown does.
It's genius.
Right.
Because fast forwards, if you're behind, you fast forward.
Yeah.
Or if they go to commercial, you go up and do other things.
Right.
If the commercial's playing with my, like I said, simulcast, I'll at least glance over to the commercial. What's going on over there? Mm-hmm. Ivory soap. All right, yeah, I'll try some soap. That's a smart idea.
And that's how commercials work.
And the NFL did a sneaky way to add more commercials to their games this past season by playing these 30-second commercials like during timeouts where they normally wouldn't go to commercial.
Right.
So they would do like the split screen or like even like in between plays, like, all right, that was a good play. All right, they just cut to like a 15-second commercial.
But I mean,
quick.
honestly, would you rather like listen to Chris Collinsworth like go down on Tom Brady,
Right.
or maybe hear an ad?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
What they'll probably start doing is just like for like X amount of plays in the game, he has to wear a helmet with like Kraft macaroni and cheese or something on it for like 3 plays.
Look, Kraft macaroni and cheese wants everyone to know that they have nothing to do with Roger Kraft right now.
Right, exactly.
I mean, fuck that guy. Anyways,
Well,
back
I mean,
to the
when
match.
you got that many Super Bowl rings, how do you get the relief?
I don't know.
You're gonna hire somebody.
I guess there's only
You're
one
a
way.
billionaire.
I guess there's only one way, and that's have sex with slaves.
No, he's a billionaire, and he went to like a suburban, like
Yeah.
retail strip centers.
Rub and tug.
Rub and tug.
Yeah.
What the? He can go into the dark web to the billionaire site,
Yeah.
and probably bang like anybody.
That's
bang- you could-
billionaires.darkweb.com.
For
right?
$4,000, I'll tell you right now, you can have anyone. Who's your favorite actress right now?
Oh, I don't know.
Name one. Becky Lynch. For $4,000, she'll come to your house tonight. For $4,000, that's normal people money.
Normal.
She
people
can't beat
money.
$4,000 for one night, and he could afford $100,000 in a night and not
Yeah.
blink an eye.
I mean, you could bang any porn star you want, and
Any
he goes.
any porn star, any girl in a strip club for $400, basically.
$400.
For $400.
I think porn stars might run you a little bit more.
$500. They don't make a lot of money, Eric. $500. Guys like us would be like, okay, here we go, I'm done. That's how we'd be with girls like that. They know, they're going, wow, this is like, let's see, $400 times 2 minutes divided by 30. Yeah, I just made $1,200 an hour. Done.
Lord.
$12,000 an hour. Yeah.
So then Alistair hit the Black Mass on
Thank
Scott
you.
Dawson
Thank you
for the
for that.
win. And that was the match.
And that's
What? What just happened?
So the Revival
yeah.
lose again.
yes.
They haven't won since they won the tag titles.
Their last win was the title match.
Yes.
Before that, they lost 5 in a row.
Yes.
So let's sum up. 6 out of the last 7 matches they've lost, and they're the current Raw Tag Team Champions.
correct.
Okay.
Pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, they won the title opportunity match. I
But
mean,
why are you letting them face this new NXT, the new NXT regime, and just look like jobbers?
'Cause
when
they're-
they're the champions.
they're really pushing NXT.
Yeah, and they
Jeez.
really are jobbers. I mean, they
Right
are
now,
jobbers.
you could think, like, you could throw any 2 guys currently in NXT against the Revival, and they'll beat them.
They will.
Well, but who do you want Aleister Black and Ricochet to fight? Like the Ascension? That would be a shitty match.
No, I want them to fight Matt Riddle and Kona Reeves and fucking lose in 3 minutes.
I mean, if
apparently.
you're choosing someone from Raw, a tag team from Raw. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
They're the champs.
There are no real tag teams on
There's
Raw.
no tag teams.
Right.
Slater and Rhino finally get their rematch clause.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a good match either.
No, there's no more rematch clauses.
I think that's what they're trying. I think that's why they're like, if we're gonna push NXT, Aleister Black and Ricochet are awesome. We need other awesome wrestlers to have a good match.
You can have them beat teams like the Bar and be legit.
Yeah.
Like, that's legit.
Yeah.
The Usos.
Well, they're tag champs.
Damn it.
Right. SmackDown has like all the legit
Well, yeah, no
tag
Miz and
teams.
Shane tonight.
No. No Asuka.
Huh.
No EC3. No Nikki. A lot. Again, they left a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But they have
What
so
else
many
is there?
superstars. It's not like you can fit everyone on the show.
But at least they've brought back divas.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Lacey Evans just comes, catwalks it, leaves. There's my ass. I'm a diva.
Yep.
That's not a woman's wrestler. Did she wrestle? Was she ready to fight?
She was only in the Rumble, and that was it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all she's done.
And she had a handful of matches
Wow.
on NXT.
Yeah, she didn't.
Nothing ever significant.
No, nothing
No.
significant.
She had a #1 contenders match maybe once. The fourth
She didn't
one, I
win
think.
it though.
Yeah.
No, she did not.
So backstage, Charlie Caruso reminds Baron Corbin of the comments he made about Roman Reigns back when he left in October, saying he hoped Roman never comes back.
Yeah, what was this? What was the point of this?
Of bringing this up again?
Yeah.
To remind us how fucking horrible that promo timing was
Right.
before.
Yeah.
Well, they wrote it, so
Well, again, that's the other reason why so many people are skeptical, because you're like, okay, so he had leukemia for real, but then you're constantly mentioning it on Raw,
Right.
Like after the fact, like Roman says it, okay, that's fine, but then Corbin's like, I hope he dies of cancer, and then Seth's like, Dean, you did this when Roman has cancer? How could you? Can't Roman? And then next week, Roman has cancer. Next week, hey Rollins, you gonna win the Rumble? Well, Roman has cancer, and it's like that's where they messed up.
Welcome to Monday Night Cancer.
Yeah.
You know the thing Roman has?
That's where they messed up.
This is serious,
if he
folks.
really has cancer, don't make storylines out of it.
Right.
Just
I
let
like-
Roman say, I have cancer, and then when he beats it, I don't have cancer.
I like how your first Seth Rollins impression was almost like a New York mother.
Well,
Oh, Dean, how could you do it? Roman has cancer.
I really wasn't trying to do
I love it. That's now an impression.
I wasn't trying to do Seth's voice.
This is Seth Rollins. Where's my ashtray?
What the fuck?
Did you know Roman had cancer? Because he's got cancer.
He's got
Yeah.
cancer.
Oh, you want to fight me? What about cancer? You want to fight cancer?
Pick up some beans at the market.
What? This podcast, I don't
Eat
know
more
what's-
Big Z and you'll get cancer.
I don't know what's going on in this show. So far, we've covered Roger Kraft, or Robert Kraft. What the fuck is his name? Robert Kraft.
Kraft.
And
I
cancer.
think I said Roger earlier.
Yeah.
I got Roger Goodell and
Doesn't
Robert
matter.
Kraft mixed up.
Roger
They're both
Kraft.
a bunch of douchebags, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I would only be concerned about that if this was a podcast about football.
Right.
Yes.
So again, she plays the quote of him saying he hopes Roman never comes back. But Corbin says I shouldn't be judged for the past, but for Roman's sake, I hope our paths don't cross
Okay.
in like the next 30 minutes.
Meaning that their paths will definitely cross.
In the next 30 minutes.
Yes.
No, I mean, I really hope they don't cross. He'll kick my ass.
Yeah.
He's Roman Reigns.
Right. Remember when he speared me through like that piece of plastic wall or whatever? Or was that Corbin? I don't know. So also backstage, we see HBK, Shawn Michaels, in the middle of an interview with Dasha Fuentes because he's here for Ric Flair's birthday party. And we don't really see the whole interview because they're heading towards a commercial break. It's, they're playing music. They're like, oh, look, it's Shawn Michaels. And then Johnny Gargano walks up and you can hear Shawn say, like he points to Gargano, then himself, he's like, Mr. Takeover, Mr. WrestleMania. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Fucking great.
Pretty
Right.
soon, Johnny Gargano will be Mr. Pre-show WrestleMania.
Pre-show wrestling.
Gonna be great.
Mr. Pre-show.
Mr. Pre-show Mania.
How dare you?
I know.
I'm just,
That's the saddest thing I've ever fucking
Mr.
heard.
Pre-Show WrestleMania. Mr. WrestleMania.
Mr. Actual WrestleMania.
Mr. AEW. Hey, I'm Mr. WrestleMania.
So next up, we walk with Elias, except he's immediately interrupted by Lacey Evans, who does her catwalk and then leaves. All right,
Bye.
thanks for coming. Then out comes Dean Ambrose. Again, no sirens.
No,
Hold
sirens.
on. No sirens when he comes out.
Right.
Yes.
Continue. This is so fucking confusing.
I know.
Guys, there's rules of wrestling.
It had to have been a mistake.
When Shinsuke had to have been a
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah.
When Shinsuke ever goes face again,
Right.
you take out the awful singing. That's a part of his song.
Yes.
Stone Cold had a weird version when he was a heel.
Oh, yeah. And then ba-dum, wah, like, yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, it was just
and then
awful.
once they even had lyrics at one point, and it was like,
Right.
why are you doing this to us?
Yeah. Well, even like the Rocks one, it had like that 5-minute
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of traffic in
Well,
LA.
it was like- and
then you just hear, is cooking. Yeah.
It was, when the Miz, like, it reminded me of the Miz's intro when the Miz like had the quiet on the set and all that stuff. It
Yeah.
reminded me of that
Right.
Rock's intro back then. So yeah, out comes Dean Ambrose, no sirens, and he demands a rematch against Drew McIntyre, but he wants it to be no DQ. Of course, Elias is upset that Dean interrupted him, but Dean tells him, I'm a big fan of yours.
I came out here to request a song, all right? Do you know any Temple of the Dog? Night Ranger. Yankee Doodle.
Of course.
Thunderstruck.
Yes.
Or is it time for Dirty Deeds?
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
That was so good.
I know.
That was really, really
I'm
good.
going to miss you, Dean. Dean Ambrose is back.
Yes.
And then he's going to leave. But like, oh, I'm going to miss Dean. He's
Right.
so fucking
Like
good on
he
the
just
mic.
came back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Now he's gonna leave.
Like the last like few weeks. And yeah, so.
Man, we should have made this guy WWE champion a few years ago. We did a few months ago. Then
Yeah.
Right.
We did for 2 months. He
2
was
months.
WWE champion.
Right.
And it was the greatest 2-month reign of all time.
It was.
So Elias swings the guitar at him, but he gets some dirty deeds. And then hit the music, and Ambrose leaves with the sirens.
Yes.
with the sirens, and everyone's like, I don't know what's going on.
Is he heel? Is he what's happening?
What is happening?
Yeah, that had to have been a mistake for sure.
Yeah.
So next up we have the Riot Squad versus Ronda Rousey and Natalya.
Same old Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that's
There
the
it
one.
is.
I mean, look, it's been maybe a couple months since we've seen this match.
Yeah, but we still see Natalya tussle with the Riot Squad. We still see Ronda tussle with the Riot Squad.
Right.
So it's nothing new.
Well, what other woman faction / tag team are they going to fight?
If only there was like women tag team titles and people that held them.
Look, there are women tag team titles, but you can't tell me that there are like that many women tag teams because there really aren't.
There are not.
I mean, like,
Hey, remember the great team of Naomi and Carmella? How's that going?
right? They don't exist anymore.
Where's that going?
It's gone.
Yeah.
So Ronda's about to put Sarah Logan in the armbar, but then Becky shows up with a single crutch. She punches a security guard because, he tries to stop her. Natalya gets in Becky's way, so the man knocks her down and hits her with the crutch.
Nice.
Of course, Ronda gets pissed. She leaves the ring to fight Becky, but they're quickly split up by officials. Then cops show up and arrest Becky, and she's like, "Oh, you should arrest them. They stole from me." And then after the commercial, Ronda gets back in the ring and says, "It's time to end this. Vince, get out here right now."
Right.
And
Instead,
we got the next worst thing.
When was the last time that someone did that where they're like, Vince, get out here right now. We need to settle this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kevin Owens, did he call Vince out or did Vince just come out?
Maybe he called him out. Yeah.
Maybe he did call him out.
So Stephanie comes out. Ronda tells Stephanie to what?
I never get those right. Is that right?
Maybe?
Are we recording this? You guys are the historians.
So many people have called out Vince.
Good job. Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, she tells Stephanie to reinstate Becky and drop the charges, but Stephanie says your opponent for WrestleMania is Charlotte.
Becky Lynch did this to Becky Lynch. So now instead of being on the road to WrestleMania, Becky Lynch is on the road to jail.
Okay.
TLDR, Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Screwed Becky Lynch.
No, that's exactly what they were trying to do.
Right.
It was like, oh, really?
This
We're
is
doing-
like Stone Cold and Bret Hart all rolled into one.
Yeah, we're doing Becky screwed Becky. Really?
Yeah.
This Stone Cold Heart.
Just do it. Shave her fucking head and let her drink beer. Like you're pretty
Give her
much there now anyway.
Yeah, give her a big hoop earring and a gold chain.
What did you arrest her for?
Well, because she's suspended.
She's suspended.
But
So
she's
you can't
come out
show up.
when she was
Yeah,
suspended.
but they said
before.
if you do it again, you're being arrested.
Yes.
But she's
They
a
said
part
it
of the
last
show.
week.
She's an employee. It's so stupid.
To make you angry, and guess what? It worked.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
Mark Pisano over here.
I'm more mad about
Why,
Charlotte.
Kim? This is an outrage. How can they arrest Becky like this?
Yes.
This is such bullshit.
I swear to God, if they don't put her in that match, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
I'm going to boycott WrestleMania.
2 tickets for WrestleMania, please. So Ronda tells Stephanie to do what's best for business.
It's what I want. It's what they want. It's what the ginger douche and cuffs wants. I mean, come on, Steph. The first ever women's main event at WrestleMania. Me, Becky, Charlotte.
No.
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 Thank you.
That is not what we want.
No, it is not.
Damn it, Rhonda. Damn you.
You had one job.
They fed that to you, didn't they?
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear of having a
got to
triple
there.
threat? I know what mine is.
What, that Charlotte wins?
No.
No,
that'd be
that Becky
that's
will
a bigger
pin
fear.
Charlotte and not Ronda.
Of course that's what's happening. I said that like when this happened. I said it like the show
Such
out.
bullshit.
Didn't I have a good idea just now? That,
No, I mean,
that
we all
Becky
have
will
it,
pin
but I'm
Charlotte.
just saying, like, that's
No,
the
no.
fear of the stupid match.
Becky,
Yeah, I mean, that was totally my idea that I just came
All
up
right,
with.
all right, calm down.
Becky will tap out Charlotte so that Ronda and Becky can have a feud going forward.
Yeah.
That's that's.
But they
yeah.
get their first one-on-one match at
Who in the fuck knows?
Payback,
Backlash.
Backlash,
They always change it up anyway.
Yeah.
at Great Tits of Fire, whatever they change it to.
Right.
Hey,
women's
didn't
movement.
you guys go to that pay-per-view?
We
Did
did.
I took my kids?
Ugh.
We stayed.
Why
yeah,
do
it
you
was
hate
crazy.
your children?
I don't know. Why did we do that?
You're like,
I don't
oh, it's
know.
in
To
Dallas.
see Samoa
let's
Joe
go."
versus Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
That was a good match though.
Why didn't you go?
Because I didn't want to go see Great
No,
Balls of
that's-
Fire.
you probably said it
Probably
was-
because I had to work the next day
we
and I
took
couldn't get
Matthew
off.
and Joey for some reason.
I was so mad because we slept there that night and we went back in the morning and then Alexa Bliss showed up to the radio station where I worked at the time and I was like, I could have met Alexa Bliss!
Yeah.
It was actually not a bad pay-per-view from what I remember. But no, Samoa Joe started the match by like slamming Lesnar through a table.
Yeah.
That was the famous, some random fan kept giving Andrew drinks.
Oh my God.
And he got hammered.
That was the great drinking of 2016, 2017.
Every 5 minutes, this guy's bringing me a beer. I'm like, dude. At one point, I had 3 beers
and
in
you're
front
like,
of me.
"Oh, fuck yeah, keep them coming,
And
guys.
I was still
Andrew's
on
like
the
this.
first
Andrew's
one.
like this. I don't usually drink a lot of beer. Another one.
Well, but this guy was downing them. This guy was just chugging a
Yeah.
beer. Like he was like, done. And then he went to get another one. He's like, hey, here's another one. I'm like, dude, I can't do that. I'm not you. Sorry.
Yeah, proud moment when he was doing that in front of his little kids that were with him.
Yeah. How did that guy get home with his kids?
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't
know.
have kids, did he?
Yes.
Really?
He had someone like Matthew's age there.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Or younger.
It's a good thing I wasn't there. I would have
All right.
been shit faced.
So Ronda tells Stephanie, do what's best for business. But Stephanie tells Ronda, it's a hard no. But Ronda says, I demand you reinstate Becky right now. So then Stephanie turns heel again.
Again.
And says, my dad was right about you. You have a bad attitude, and no one's bigger than the WWE poison. So then Ronda makes
No
this...
one's bigger than poison.
So then Ronda makes this big speech. It goes on way too long
Way too
about
long.
the sanctity of the Raw Women's Championship.
She kind of flubs her lines, too.
Well, she's talking too fast, first
Yes.
of all. She needs to slow down when she's talking. Like, that's like the most important thing about doing a promo in a ring.
Right.
She's talking way too fast because she's just trying to get through it. And it's too long of a promo anyway. She's like, oh, the sanctity of the title, WWE, Vince McMahon, he's the man. Oh, if he's the man, then he should make the man's, and blah, 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 blah. So then she lays down the Raw Women's Championship and says it's time for Vince to make the right decision. And Ronda leaves without the title as Stephanie is in shock. And then backstage after the break, we see Stephanie holding the title like it's a dead baby. She's like, oh my God. And then Triple H is like, oh, what happened? Oh, fuck me. Let's go.
What'd you do?
She officially relinquished it. That's official. It says in the rule books. If you lay it down in front of one of the owners of the company, you're no longer champion.
Dolph Ziggler did it in front of no owner was there. He just laid it down and left.
Yeah. He's like, get this shit off of me.
He didn't come back as champion.
No.
In the Rumble?
No.
number
You
30?
came back at the Rumble, yeah.
Yeah.
He did that twice now.
Yeah.
Where he said he was like, I'm gone. Hey, I'm back.
And now I'm gone again.
And I'm gone
we
again.
haven't seen him since.
Right.
I'm going to do comedy. I'm just kidding. I'm back, and I do comedy.
Just kidding. I don't do comedy anymore.
And just kidding. I try to do comedy.
Well, look, I like Ziggler, but yeah, if you've seen any of it, it's not good.
Right.
I'm sorry, Dolph. I know you're listening. So, I mean, I'm sorry, Nick Nemeth.
On the way
whatever.
to his next comedy
His
gig.
real name sounds faker than his fake name.
It
Nick
does.
Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth.
Yeah. That's not a bad name.
No.
It's opposed to like Dirk Diggler. How about Dolph Ziggler? Okay.
Zolf Diggler. So next up we have
Dickie!
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Next up we have Jinder Mahal versus Kurt Angle. Huh?
Eric,
is-
explain.
This is
I
where
am literally at a loss for words
like
here.
this is, obviously we said Raw wasn't perfect.
What is Kurt Angle doing with his life?
Come on.
Seriously.
If you had to bet, was Kurt Angle losing this match? I was like, this is a storyline where he just loses.
Yeah.
And then where they're going to do Ric Flair. Like, look, the minute you lose your next match, you're done. Or he'll say that.
Right.
You know what? I just lost to Jinder fucking Mahal. So here's the thing, guys. The minute I lose again, I'm retiring. And he'll lose at WrestleMania. He'll win like he'll come out
course.
like Raw and SmackDown and just beat a bunch of
Right.
people.
I lost to Jinder fucking Mahal. Hey, he beat Randy Orton 3 pay-per-views in a row.
He did.
Jinder, yeah, he's so legit.
He's so
Remember when he was WWE champion?
God, the main champion.
And now he's the only guy that can't beat Kurt Angle.
right. Wow.
With help from his friends.
And he
Yeah.
has 2 guys to help him.
Right. So first, before the match even happens, Mahal shits on Ric Flair's birthday party and even says, like, what has Ric Flair ever done? Like, how do you even say that? What has he ever done? So then Kurt Angle comes out because Mahal issues an open challenge
For nothing.
and Kurt makes Mahal tap to the ankle lock.
He's like, who wants to come get an easy win?
Yeah. And then after the match, he takes the Singh brothers to Suplex City.
Oh, okay.
So
that was such a weird tap.
he was
He's like-
was super slow. Yeah. It was
Ding, ding, ding. Did you just count yourself out? Are you the ref, Jinder? What's going on here?
it really was weird. It
So
was
a random,
slow.
no reason win for Kurt Angle.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
He
they were
loses
like
here, there's a storyline. He wins, it's filler.
yeah.
It is.
It's filler.
It is.
And he's looking older and older. Oh. I'm almost with like Shawn Michaels and Undertaker with him right now.
Right.
Well,
That's how
remember,
old
there's
he's looking.
there's the rumor that his last match will be at Mania, and hopefully that's the case.
Someone will put Yeah. him down.
But he
Look,
needs to get-
I love
Cena
Kurt
will put
Angle,
him
but
down,
yeah,
right?
But he
it's
needs
time to.
he needs to get some fucking wins first, and against legit people, not Jinder Mahal.
Right.
Like if he's gonna have a retirement match, maybe it's against Cena. Like
But again, you can do something
beat some
again
good
that
people.
worked. Flair winning every week.
Yeah.
And then fighting Shawn.
Right.
And being like, you better fucking give me your best.
yeah,
Yeah.
Your best!
Yes.
Because if I can beat Shawn Michaels at his best, I should still do this. And
Right.
he couldn't, so he retired for 5 months, then went to TNA. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't
that,
count that.
Right.
That would be a cool thing for
It
Angle.
would. No, it
It'd
would.
be like, oh, that's just like when Flair did it.
And
yeah.
it's-
And then Cena retires him. It's perfect.
And it's been
And then
like
Cena's
what?
like, "I'm sorry, I love you." Hey,
No, he would be like this. He'd be like, I'm sorry, you suck. And
He'd be like, I'm sorry, you can't see me.
And then of course it's only 1 AA, so Kurt obviously kicks out. So then Cena does like 5 more.
Yeah.
no, this is all over 2 minutes, and then Cena loses to Kurt Angle, and he loses at like Backlash.
And then he's like, "Fuck, Undertaker! Where are you?" Sorry, Cena. He's at All Elite Wrestling.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck. So
good.
next up, we have a moment of bliss.
Oh
Just a moment.
my
The talk show.
God!
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexa is so fine.
my
So
God.
first,
Again, another diva segment.
yeah,
She's not wrestling anymore.
yeah.
She's a diva.
Well, that's the thing is like, is she hurt again, or are they just not having her wrestle because since she's not involved in the title match,
Right.
like what would she do?
That's probably
Right.
what it is.
Who would she fight?
That's got to be what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's smart, really, to not have her wrestle if she's just gonna like, what the fuck is she gonna do? Fight Natalia or so, like?
Let me tell you
Sasha?
something.
Alicia
Let me
Fox.
tell you something.
Yeah.
When Becky's reign is over, or like after she has the title, either turns heel or loses to a heel, a face Alexa Bliss would be the next woman up. That
Yeah.
would go over
Well,
huge.
Becky's not gonna be a heel anytime soon,
Well,
but she
then-
could fight Alexa.
But even if she loses it in a year, like a face Alexa Bliss, that'd be
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Just
We've
saying.
seen, yeah, right. So, first she says, "Bye, Ronda. If WWE needs someone to take her place at WrestleMania, you're looking at her." Then she
I approve of this.
Right. She introduces her guest, Finn Balor, and she tells Balor, "The only downside to you having the IC title is that it covers up those beautiful abs of yours." So Alexa tells Balor, "I'll make you a deal. You show me your abs, and I'll show you my..."
Her Leo Rush.
But then Leo Rush comes out. And Corey Graves, like, flips out. He's like, "Fuck you, Leo Rush!" And I feel the same way.
yeah, I
So-
think the collective of wrestling fans was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, right. So,
They should have just let her say it. Say any body part.
my tits.
Show you my ass.
Hole.
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush. But I liked that when the music hit, she just like flung her, notes in the air, like because her show
Fine,
keeps
I
getting
won't show you
interrupted.
my ass.
Yeah, it's like son of a bitch.
I like my butt. It's a cute butt. Yeah, we know.
Are you impersonating Alexa, or
Please-
is that Joe talking?
Please don't ruin these famous Alexa quotes for me.
All right.
So, Leo Rush says Bobby Lashley deserves to be the Intercontinental Champion.
No, he doesn't.
But he's preparing for Braun Strowman, so you have to talk to me tonight. So Balor tells Leo Rush, "Well, I beat you for the IC title, so you deserve a rematch." Of course, Leo Rush isn't interested until Alexa asks him, "What's wrong? Not man enough to do the job by yourself?" And then Balor goes, "Ooh."
Yeah.
So they're still fucking up Balor.
Yep.
Even though he's the IC champion.
Yep.
Balor's like, "Ooh." And Leo Rush says, "Fine, I'm going to the locker room to prepare for our match." But then Alexa says, "Actually, your match starts right now."
So Alexa's a GM.
She is the GM. Which, just do it. Make her
Right.
the GM then.
Sure.
For now, Yeah.
There are no GMs.
There are no GMs.
No, they're not. But give her like a Baron Corbin run. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
She was going to oversee
She
the
basically
women's division.
had it.
Right. So we have Finn Balor versus Leo Rush for the IC title. It was a good match. And, of course, Balor wins with the coup de grace.
Yeah.
A lot of flippity doos.
Next up, we go backstage where we see the Ascension make fun of Heavy Machinery.
Because they're in a position to make fun of anybody.
Right.
I mean,
And then Otis responds by pushing them into some stuff.
Yeah.
And
This
that's
was-
it.
this was so bad.
Right. And I was like, oh, so maybe next week Heavy Machinery gets their first win against
Nope.
The Ascension? Oh, they'll
Nope.
fucking beat the Ascension.
Nope.
Jesus.
So when not Dojovic was telling him what they said,
Yeah.
and he's just repeating
He's
the
like,
last
"Meh,
word.
meh."
Yeah.
He's like, "They called you stupid. 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 They called you a turkey.
Turkey.
Whatever
about the
it was.
turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. So next up, we have Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman with Leo Rush ringside, who Lashley yelled at before the match. However, the match never officially starts because Lashley attacks Braun during his entrance. Braun then runs over Leo Rush and Lashley outside the ring, and then he leaves. And no one really knew the match didn't start. It was just like he ran them over, and then his music hits. And even the announce team was like, "I guess that's it."
Yeah.
So
We'll be right back.
Still worse match, though.
why can't Braun beat Lashley? Like, who the fuck cares?
Right, exactly.
And who wants to see this to begin with?
Ooh, guess who doesn't care?
Everyone?
Me.
Yeah.
Anyone.
So backstage, Charlie Caruso interviews Seth Rollins, who is super happy about Roman being back, and he says he's going to go have a beer with him right now.
Yeah. I like how he always calls her Charles.
Yeah. I think he's called her Chuck, too, a few times.
He's like, well, Charles, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Right.
Right.
So next up, we have Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre. No DQ. Ambrose has the upper hand, but Elias shows up and smashes the guitar over Dean's back. So McIntyre gets the win with the Claymore kick. Then Corbin and Lashley come out, and all 4 bad guys just quadruple team Ambrose until Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns come out.
Yeah.
Seth has a chair in his hand. Him and Roman clean house. Roman hits a spear on McIntyre. And then Dean wakes up as Seth and Roman head up the ramp and gives a smirk. So
This was kind of cool that it's like, no, we're not going to pick you up. We're not going to hug you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've been a little dick lately.
Right.
But we're going to help you.
Right.
No one beats up our
It's
brother
like,
than
yeah,
us.
like you're a dick, but see, we love you. We just
Yeah.
helped you.
So at Fastlane, do you have not as the Shield, but Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose versus Lashley, Elias, and McIntyre?
Did you just say not as the Shield?
Yeah, why would
Not-
they not be the Shield?
Why would it
Because
not
they're
be the
still
No,
well,
but
not they don't come out as the Shield, but maybe at the end
got
they all-
one more week.
They all fist each other.
well, maybe they'll set the match, and Ambrose will be like next week they set the match, and Ambrose is like, "Meh, okay,
Yeah.
and like, but then they come out as the Shield, like that's.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Let's fight him at WrestleMania as the Shield," and Seth's like, "Ooh,
Hold on, guys, hold on.
on.
I
Whoa.
gotta have a big match. You
slow
know,
your roll."
it's gonna be my last match. I keep saying I'm gonna die in the ring at
Right.
WrestleMania. Yeah,
That's the dream.
no, but I think everyone expects that, right? The Shield versus like the 3 of
I guess.
maybe all 4 of them,
Maybe all 4.
maybe
Why
all,
not?
maybe 5. Leo Rush too.
Yeah, sure, they'll do it.
Yeah. So next up, we have Bailey versus Nia Jax with Sasha and Tamina ringside, and this tag team match is going to take place at Fastlane. Bailey and Sasha versus Nia and Tamina.
They weren't even like the last ones eliminated.
No, they weren't.
You know, you figured at least Riot Squad would have dibs on that. Like,
No. You mean Sonya and
oh, Sonya, yeah.
and Mandy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mandy's doing her own thing. She's probably getting a title shot at
Against
Fastlane.
Asuka, yeah.
So Nia was in control, but decided to go after Sasha because she's stupid. And Bailey took advantage, knocking Nia down, and then hit the elbow drop for the win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how nonchalant that was. Nia was in control, but went after Sasha because she's a fucking moron.
So does that mean next week, like, Tamina beats Sasha? Because,
Yes.
ew.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Nia will get involved.
But next up, we have Ric Flair's 70th birthday party, baby.
Get the horn machine.
With most of the roster watching from the stage.
Yeah.
Like all the big names, too. Usually the big names aren't out for stuff like this.
Right.
Yeah.
But they were.
Snoop Dogg and Stone Cold wished Rick a happy birthday via iPhone earlier the night.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg gave the worst woo ever, by the way.
Yeah.
He was like,
Ooh, dog.
"Woo."
When Stone Cold starts the video starts and Stone Cold's like,
Hey, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I said this is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I think he was expecting the whole crowd to go like, what? Or something, you know?
And they're like, who?
Yeah. But he put over Ric Flair. He was like, oh,
Oh, the best ever to lace a pair of boots
so.
In the business.
in the business.
And to celebrate, I'm going to have 1 beer. What? 2 beer? What? 3 beer?
To honor you, Rick, I'm gonna have
I've
all the
already
beers.
had 19 beer.
Yeah. So Triple H and Stephanie get in the ring. Triple H and
I'm
Stephanie
fine.
Yeah.
get in the ring. Triple H says Ric Flair is the greatest sports entertainer of all time. And
Please pan to Ciampa.
he said that in front of Ciampa,
Yeah.
who is on the stage.
Dude, why can't they just pan to Ciampa? And
Be
just
careful,
have,
Hunter.
And have his hand like this. Just be like, just anything. Give us anything. Like
Right,
a little,
right.
Could you imagine if one day, well, again, Triple H is getting up there in years,
Yeah.
but like maybe next year's Mania Ciampa versus Hunter?
beard versus beard.
Like just the
And then Ciampa loses in like a minute
shut
and a
up.
half.
But no, like the build up to that match,
It
you know,
would.
would be fucking amazing.
Your greatest creation has come to destroy you.
Seriously.
Frankenstein's monster.
Right.
I am your replacement. Like that's it. Like I am the new Triple H.
Yeah.
That's basically what Ciampa is.
Right.
What great promos he can cut.
That could even be.
It's your turn. Go into the Hall of Fame, Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Go back to being dad. Go back to being Paul. Because your time is done. Put the suit on, lace up the tie, and go to a board meeting because I'm the greatest sports entertainer of all time. Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Oh, I just got chills.
I just wrote that whole thing for Ciampa.
And the whole feud starts with like again, it's like a year from now. The whole feud starts just because Triple H said that like a year ago on
Yeah,
Raw.
right.
You said that Ric Flair was the greatest sports entertainer of all time. I made that fucking thing up.
Because of that, I had to go kick Ric Flair's ass. I hear that's how you get matches with you at WrestleMania. If Flair's on the ground, why does this keep happening to me? Charlotte, Daddy can't come to your games anymore. Ooh.
Why does Goldberg get all the security? I'm 71 years old. Woo! Please help me. My stomach doesn't feel good. All right, so back to the birthday party. So Stephanie introduces Shawn Michaels. He comes out. I like that he always wears the NXT hat now.
Yeah.
I know, but
Represent.
Sean, just get to the ring.
And he has hair.
He came down, he went back, he did this little interaction with Seth. Seth's like, I don't know what we're doing here, Sean. And then he kind of slaps a bunch of hands, and he gets in the ring, and he acts like he's out of breath. He's been doing that for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
And then he does some other stuff, and he hugs Triple H. He walks right past Stephanie, and they move on to the next person. You're like,
He, like,
what the
flips
fuck
her
did I
off
just
like
watch? What the fuck did I just watch? Sean, did you see what Sting did?
Yeah.
Like, did you see what Hunter does?
Right.
Have some fucking respect.
Oh, Ricky Steamboat was the best.
Yeah.
Because Ricky Steamboat came out next and he started high-fiving people and then he chopped Seth in the throat and Seth sold it and fell down to the ground.
Yeah, that was so
fucking
good.
amazing.
That's really good. Yeah, just super kick Seth when you come out. Just who gives a shit?
Seth is knocked out for the rest of the show.
The rest of
Right.
the show.
That'd be great.
Why does Sean hate
Wait.
Seth?
I thought he was going to have a beer with Roman.
No, well, but
Apparently
but
not.
then they had to save Dean. They were probably about to leave. They were like,
They were waiting for the whore machine to get there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then finally,
Trying to crank it up.
yeah. So Michael Steamboat, and then finally Sting comes out, and they all get in the ring. Sting with no makeup. You know, he's just
His makeup is like his sunglasses.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
like, oh, you guys don't know.
He was
that?
covered in thick ass makeup, guys. Just wasn't white.
Right.
That's an
So-
old fucking man looking young.
So Triple H throws to a video package for Flair, and then Stephanie reveals a custom World Championship title that they made for him, and it's of course the old WCW title.
Yeah, it just says Ric Flair and it's got all his victories on the side plates.
Right. So we cut backstage. Oh, I'm sorry. Triple H finally introduces Ric Flair, but he doesn't come out. And it was funny because like before this happened, I tweeted out, I was like, would it be cool if, you know, the intro Flair, we cut backstage and like Becky has him in the disarmor.
Right.
So I got the person wrong, but we cut backstage and we see Batista dragging a cameraman to Rick's locker room.
That was kind of weird.
Well, because I guess he beat up Rick and then he was like, I need to find a cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how they meant to play it, but they shouldn't have done that. Cameramen are everywhere in WWE.
Right.
You have to go
Well,
grab one.
well,
He should have
It
just
should've-
come out of the room.
Well, sure, but why would there? Yeah, I get it. Because then they could just cut to the. But I think it would have been better if they didn't show that wide shot of Batista dragging a cameraman. They should have just shown the cameraman's point of view. Like we cut, and all of a sudden there's like a camera. And it's like, oh my god, what the hell's going on? Like who's dragging this camera? Like what's going on? I can't see exactly who it is. Oh my god, it's Batista.
Yeah.
Like that would have been cool.
Right.
But it was still a cool moment.
Yeah.
So Batista tells the cameraman, "Stay right here." He goes into Rick's locker room. And then he comes back out dragging a beaten up Ric Flair out by his jacket.
Yeah.
Looks into the camera and says, "Hey Hunter, do I have your attention now?" And he screams.
So
Damn.
okay,
And then
here's my
Triple
take.
H runs to the back.
Yeah.
Batista's gone, so he checks on Rick.
Yeah.
Here's my take on this.
Take it away.
Batista being there is cool. We figured there'd be a WrestleMania match between him and Triple H, so I get it.
Right.
But why not beat up like Shawn?
Because he's already done that.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's fine. There's a history there. He's always loved Ric Flair. He beat the fuck out of Shawn for like 4 straight matches because Shawn ended Ric Flair's career fair and square.
9 years ago.
Yeah.
You know who else beat up Ric Flair? Triple H.
Yeah, that's true.
But he comes back as a heel who beats
You know
up
who
old
else who
guys.
retired Ric Flair?
Like, what?
Shawn Michaels.
Well, it was Ric Flair's birthday. It wasn't Sean's birthday.
Yeah, it wasn't
I get
Triple
it.
H.
I
You
just thought
gotta,
it
you gotta
was weird.
spoil the birthday.
Yeah.
And did he not get Triple H's attention before? He couldn't get his attention?
Right.
No.
I just didn't understand
Plot
it.
twist. What if he beat up like Roman Reigns?
Yes.
No. What? And then what? Triple H, oh, cool, Roman. No. Do I have your attention now, Hunter? I guess.
No,
I
not
don't
really.
know.
I mean,
No.
you beat him up. You got to deal with him.
But you
now.
have their attention. Shut up.
But that could have been a cool match for Mania. Batista versus Roman.
No.
Whatever.
Okay.
What's
Fuck
the story
me.
there?
All right, fine.
Yeah, right. Fuck me.
No, I thought this was great. I thought this was really good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a cool ending
Again,
to Raw.
Batista Triple H, the match probably won't be that good.
Nope.
But Triple H
the
has
s-
to win, right?
Yeah.
You can't have a heel Batista go over. As a Hollywood legend, or Hollywood wrestling legend, I don't know. He goes heel.
Triple H decides when he wins and loses matches.
He does. Yeah.
So only if he
'Cause
wants.
he knows what's best for
Look,
business.
that whole SmackDown 1000.
But I thought he was still injured.
No, well, he's recovering. Obviously, he's
Yeah, I
gonna be
know
ready.
he's recovering, but is he going to be ready in time?
Well, that he's not. They're not going to do this to not have the match.
For sure.
Okay.
So he's going to wrestle whether he's 100% or not.
All right.
So,
Agreed.
but no, this is what this whole thing was about back in the SmackDown 1000 in October.
Yeah.
When Batista's like, he's done everything except beat me.
Yeah.
So this is so Triple H
Because they couldn't
finally beat Batista.
They couldn't do it with The Rock like they wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but if The Rock came back to fight Hunter, The Rock's still going over. You
Of
know,
course,
like
yeah.
that's the only one that Triple H can't make that decision. Vince is like, Hunter, I love you like a son, but The Rock's going over.
Yeah.
So, but no, I thought this was really good.
It was.
I did.
All right.
You know,
Cool.
No, heel Batista is good. Like he's good on the mic. You know, he's not a good wrestler, so the match won't be that great.
Yarp.
But maybe it'll be like Sting Triple H. You know, he'll bring out a bunch of people again.
Yeah.
Shawn will interfere. Ric Flair will come out and put Batista in the figure four.
Sean or Batista brings out like Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers.
But I mean, do you think
Maybe-
Orton helps Batista?
Yeah, I was about to. Yeah, maybe Orton. Like,
I mean,
you know,
that's what it's
right.
got to be, right?
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
It'd be interesting.
right.
Or like Chris Pratt and
Yeah,
Bradley
Chris Pratt.
Cooper,
Right.
and
And Groot.
Groot.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel comes out. Yeah.
I no CGI Groot. Like everyone that's at WrestleMania is confused because they just see like a green guy, like a guy in a green suit
Like going like
beating up Triple H.
So you mean like every other WrestleMania where there's all these images on the screen?
Yeah.
And the
right.
fans are like, what are they screaming at on TV?
Oh, like the purple
'Cause
lightning,
They can hear.
the purple lightning that struck Taker's
I meant
clothes.
the, like, announcers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, remember that Terminator entrance that Triple H had?
Ugh.
And everyone was going on about how amazing it was.
So stupid.
I'm like, this is dumb.
He's the Terminator.
He's not a. I thought he was Conan, the Barbarian. Now he's a Terminator.
He's the Terminator.
Shit.
I'm the king of all the kings. Like there are other kings, and I'm the king
I'm
of
the
those
king
kings.
of them. Those kings.
That WrestleMania entrance was paid for by the Terminator
It was.
movie.
Salvation or whatever.
Whatever. it was.
Genesis, one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I think Genesis. The horrible reboot.
Right.
So on to SmackDown, we start things off with the WWE Championship contract signing.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan, Shane, and Stephanie are already in the ring. Why is Stephanie there?
Why do we have 2 nights of Stephanie?
Why do we need Stephanie there? She's like doing the Becky feud.
Yeah, come on.
Becky, Ronda, Charlotte. Why is she there for
get
this?
your head in the game.
Go away, Stephanie.
Yeah.
So we then watch some highlights of Kofi's career while Shane and Stephanie put him over. Shane then intros Kofi and says Fastlane will be his first ever opportunity at the WWE Championship. False. Nope.
I mean, he literally
just had one.
just had it.
Yeah.
Maybe first singles match
Maybe.
for the
They just
WWE
screwed it up.
Championship.
Yeah, they just screwed it up.
Right. So the New Day comes out. Kofi gets a "You Deserve It" chance. He thanks the fans for the tweets and hashtags for making this possible. For making what? Like letting you win a match?
Yeah.
It's kind of breaking kayfabe, isn't it?
Sure.
For being behind him and giving him so much support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what made it.
Just seeing the potential in him.
So Daniel signs the contract, but then right before Kofi signs, the boss comes out.
Yes.
Vince says, Kofi, you're an amazing athlete, but fuck you.
Basically.
You're too black to be the champion. I think that's what Vince said. Very offensive.
Why? Why are they not giving us a reason for this?
Because I'm replacing you.
Give us a reason.
Right.
A reason?
A reason. He's Vince McMahon.
gave you
I
a
don't give
reason.
reasons, damn it.
At least Becky had a reason. He's like, you're disrespecting everyone. You're a little bitch.
Oh, that's true.
I just gave you a reason.
What was
To
it?
be fair, he's black.
He's
Yeah.
Jesus.
Vince,
Oh my god.
Has there been a black WWE champion?
The Rock.
Half.
Half.
Not a full, not full. Well, no.
Booker
look,
was
how
world
much?
heavyweight champion.
Right, I said WWE. That's the
sorry.
That's the difference. Yeah, that's the point everyone makes on Twitter.
Right.
No, so I think they're doing this to make Kofi Mania happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's not at Fastlane. It's going to happen at WrestleMania. But again, I agree that there's like you only need one like storyline of Vince screwing someone over. We don't need two. We certainly don't need three. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many people is Vince going to screw out of WrestleMania?
Yeah. Well, maybe after Fastlane, Shane's like, I'm going to make this right, despite what my father said, blah, 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 blah.
Like, is this WrestleMania finally going to be the year where they get all the winners right? Like, who the fans want?
I know.
It's all going to be good guys winning?
But
Yes.
shouldn't this be Kevin Owens coming back as a true face to face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania?
That's what the rumor was. They said that.
So does this
who was
match not
fighting
happen?
Bryan at Mania was going
Does
to be
Kofi
like
win
a
his chance
return.
back in and lose to Daniel Bryan at Fastlane?
No.
No.
No?
I think he
No.
goes to Mania and fights him
Yeah, Mania.
Really?
and wins.
Kofi wins at Mania?
I didn't say wins. He said wins.
I say wins.
You can't. All the baby faces are not going to win. We stupidly predicted this last year, and that's not what happened at
we
all.
really?
Well, yeah, we all picked Asuka. We all picked Nakamura. We all picked Roman Reigns. Wrong.
Yeah, but this is the year to make it right.
Yeah,
In your dreams.
exactly. Look, like Becky wins the title. Sure, she can win the title. Seth beats Brock.
Has
if
to happen.
two of those things happen, that would be like a miracle.
It'd be the best Mania since ever.
It would be a miracle. You're telling me Kofi's going to win too? You're going to have 3 miracle moments at WrestleMania?
Why not?
Because it's WWE.
It's true.
There's no fucking way. There's no way.
Make the fans happy going into the new deal with Fox.
And it's just everyone's a babyface champion.
Everyone.
Everyone.
It's just, there's no way. They didn't make that vegan title for him just to hold it for 2 months. They didn't.
He can lose it. You can give Kofi the moment, and then he wins it back.
But what does Kofi come out on SmackDown 2 nights later with the vegan belt? Or he's like, I threw that one away. And then, and then Daniel wins it back. He's like, fuck, I got to make a new vegan belt.
No, he's like,
Well, I mean,
Big E ate it,
Right, yeah.
and then Xavier smoked it.
It was the color of pancakes, so Big E just fucking ate it.
Yeah.
So where the hell are we? So yeah, Vince says, I'm replacing you, Kofi, with Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens comes out sporting a new arm tattoo. His whole right arm is covered in a tat now.
It looks like a vulture.
Okay.
Looked like flowers to me. I hated it. Looked awful.
So KO walks to the ring, doesn't say a word,
Yeah.
sits down, and signs the contract. Of course, Kofi and the New Day are pissed off.
Yeah.
Kofi's an idiot. Kofi, you're about to sign where it's done legally.
Right.
Vince's music hits. I would have been like, what's up?
He signs the contract anyway.
Oh, suck it, bitch.
Yeah.
Signed.
Ironclad.
Ironclad.
Good thing I brought this shredder with me.
Right.
And a new contract.
Yeah.
So backstage after the commercial, Kevin Owens tells Shane and Stephanie that Kofi deserves the title match at Fastlane, but, it's not his fault. This was all Vince's decision. But then he asked them if he could team up with Kofi against Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan tonight.
And sorry, what do these contracts literally say per kayfabe? They should say this is a contract for a title match between Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston.
Right.
X line Kofi's name.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead, these contracts read, there's a title contract between Daniel Bryan and whoever can sign this piece of paper first. That person is locked down, ironclad, going to fight Daniel Bryan for the
Yes.
championship.
Well, whenever we've seen these contracts, they should never show them because it's like the worst PowerPoint. It's like the worst, Word document you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's
just
like a doc
It's
matrix
basically
printer.
clip art.
It's clip art. It is.
Yeah.
It's like WWE Championship, and it's that stupid clip art shit.
Yes, right. I really
And then it
thought
just
Vince-
says Kofi, Daniel Bryan, sign here. Like that's
Right.
it.
I honestly thought it was going to be like, oh, Kofi, I've replaced you. We need a blockbuster match. So your replacement is Big E.
Yeah.
I really thought that was going to happen.
Right.
Sure. And start that whole thing. Yep.
Yeah.
But then where's my cereal money?
Exactly.
Where's my pancake money?
Yeah.
Vince, we don't sell those pancakes. And you still haven't made New Day pancake syrup. That costs a lot of money, damn it.
Or at least pancake mix.
Pancake mix, yeah, you would think.
You can make the cereal. You can make pancake mix.
Right.
God, you could even have like the new. You do what you said. Give it to Big E. Let him fight him at Fastlane. They have all like just you've got how many weeks till WrestleMania?
I mean, whatever.
9,
5.
No, like
5,
6.
6.
You can have them like every week they go out there and like kind of just like no you, what the fuck, right? They're like fighting. They're completely broken up. They go into WrestleMania and then they help him win the title. They help Kofi win the title.
And then you have a New Day triple threat at Mania.
Yeah, no, at after that, I'm saying they help Kofi win at Mania.
Oh, right.
And then Seth wins the title. Then Becky wins the title. And we all leave happy, right?
Our job is to say what we want, and then let them change it.
A man
Exactly.
can dream, Andrew.
Look, I'm already going to be disappointed if next year we don't have Ciampa versus Triple H.
You're setting ourselves up for failure there.
Exactly. I'm already pissed because that's not going to happen.
Right.
So, next up we have The Bar
The bar.
versus the Hardy Boys.
Boys?
What?
Matt Hardy is back.
Huh?
But for how long?
And he's not broken anymore.
He's not, because he fixed his spine.
But he was deleting stuff.
Yeah, he still deletes.
Yeah.
And Jeff hits the Swanton Bomb on Sheamus for the win. And it wasn't a fake Swanton Bomb. He hit the Swanton Bomb on Sheamus.
Swanton bomb.
Fucking landed right on Sheamus.
Right.
Oh, my God. That was great.
Yep.
So backstage, Ricochet tells Aleister Black how cool it would be if they faced the Hardy Boys. He's like, oh my God, wouldn't that be so cool if we faced the Hardy Boys one day? And Aleister Black's like, yeah, it'd be fucking great. Then,
Yeah, fucking
well, because Aleister Black still has to be like that guy that doesn't show a lot of emotion. So he's
Right.
like, yeah, that sounds good. So then Lana walks up, dressed super slutty, super hot.
And then Aleister Black turns into one of those 1930s wolves where his eyes pop out and his jaw hits the floor and his tongue unravels. Yeah, exactly.
Like The Mask, like Jim Carrey in The Mask.
It's like hitting himself with a mallet.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So Lana walks up because they're facing Rusev and Nakamura later. She tells them, "You're nothing special, but Rusev and Nakamura will crush you." So she's still doing that stupid shit.
Yeah.
And Ricochet says, "You must not have watched Raw last night." And then Aleister tells Lana that Rusev and Nakamura will fade to black.
Okay.
So next up, they announced that the Honky Tonk Man is the next Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That has been announced. This was broken by CBS Sports.
Yeah.
So they got the scoop.
So who wants to bet who gets the next scoop? What news affiliate? You want to go Yahoo Japan?
Yahoo Japan's a good one. I mean, especially
Univision, Fox News.
Well, there's
Fox Sports Southwest. Ooh. Specifically.
Yeah. There's a rumor that Taz might go in this year, so maybe ECW breaks it or something.
Paul Heyman breaks it.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman decides Taz is going in.
I don't know why Taz
Why isn't
would go
Paul
in.
Heyman?
And in
Taz-
a story broken today by Taz, Taz isn't going in the Hall of Fame.
By Taz's podcast.
Taz? If Taz goes in, is that not the most ridiculous thing
Oh, absolutely.
you've ever heard?
Andrew, you gotta stop.
Oh, please.
It's a fake Hall of Fame.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Donald Trump is in it.
I think Donald Trump
Pete
deserves
Rose
to
is
be in
in
the
it.
Hall of Fame. Pete Rose has 2 great WrestleMania moments. Taz has done nothing in WWE.
Nothing.
Mr. T.
What? Okay, if he goes in as a commentator, fine. But don't show me some wrestling highlights for shitty Taz,
Right.
who hates my Stone Cold impression, by the way.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, no, I told you, some fan called into his show and he was like, "Hey, man, you got to hear this guy's Stone Cold impersonation on Edge and Christian's podcast." He's like, "Hey, don't be plugging other podcasts on my show."
Hey, don't be plugging in the podcast.
He got so mad. It's like, dude, chill out, man.
Jesus.
So, did you notice one thing about the Honky Tonk Man's video package?
What about it?
There was zero wrestling
Zero
in
wrestling.
the video. It was
No one remembers his wrestling.
No.
They just remember.
It was just his promos.
You say Honky Tonk Man, and he's almost an afterthought. The first thing that pops into mind is the pink Cadillac at WrestleMania, but not Honky Tonk Man in it. No, it's fucking Diamond Dallas Page with sunglasses going, like shaking his head like fucking D'Lo Brown.
Did you hear that DDP said that was his car? That's how he got the gig?
Really?
Because it was his car. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it, but I'm driving that car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Honky Tonk Man was like the king of the mid card when I was growing up.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Longest IC champion ever, still to this day, right?
Yeah.
Is it still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of like one run,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And Miz
Like
was
Miz
trying
did that
to
whole
beat it.
Miz did that whole thing where he's like, "Oh, I have the most, days in total having the IC title." Or
Yeah.
But yeah, not one wrestling move they showed. What was his finisher?
Shake, rattle, and roll. Kind of like, remember Cody's finisher?
Okay.
It's like where he swung and then flipped around.
Like a swinging
Like
net breaker.
just a swinging
Kind
neck
of.
breaker.
Yeah.
So like Elias's finisher,
Kind of. Yeah.
and he has a guitar
He called it shake, rattle,
and he
roll.
sings.
Yeah.
Right.
I love in the interview, they're like, you look like Elvis Presley. He goes, I don't know where Elvis Presley is, but I just want to say, I was like, well, I didn't know he denied Elvis back
Well, and then
then.
Corey Graves after was like, "Yeah, Elvis stole his gimmick."
That's great.
It's pretty funny.
That's so great.
So next up, we have R-Truth's U.S. Championship Open Challenge.
Oh, boy.
He says John Cena was always his hero growing up, and he wants to continue the legacy of the Open Challenge. I thought that was funny. Carmella and Truth then have a dance break to ruin everything.
Yes.
And then Andrade comes out with Zelina Vega to the ramp to
And we're
answer the
thanking
challenge.
our stars.
Right then, I'm like, oh my God, please take this fucking title off of Kofi. Please.
Yeah,
I mean,
R-Truth.
sorry, R-Truth.
Okay, calm down, Vince.
Shut up. Shut up. That's not. Damn it. So, Rey Mysterio comes out, knocks Andrade
Kalisto.
down. Shut up. Damn it. I'll never live that down. Rey Mysterio comes out, he knocks Andrade down, and then he gets in the ring before Andrade. R-Truth doesn't know who to face and asks, what would John Cena do? And Carmella says he would face both at the same time. And Truth's like, oh, fuck. All right, let's do it.
Sure.
So we got R-Truth versus Andrade versus Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title. Truth does the 5-knuckle shuffle to Andrade in the match.
Okay.
Keeping the John Cena thing.
Yeah.
Zelina Vega gets involved, but Carmella knocks her off the apron. Rey hits the 619 on Andrade, but then Truth rolls up Mysterio to retain.
Yay.
Andrade attacks Mysterio after the match, but Rey gets the upper hand. Goes for the 619 again, but Zelina pulls her client out of the ring. You know, a U.S. title feud with Andrade and Mysterio would be nice.
It would. I would approve of that. I'd surely like it more than R-Truth having it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Charlotte comes to the ring. No mention of her father.
Yeah, or his birthday.
Brutally murdered the night
Really
before.
murdered by
Batista.
Batista.
I mean, at least mention it. She should be like, look, first thing I want to talk about my father. He got what he deserved. Boo, you know?
Right.
So first she praises Vince for making the main event of Fastlane even better by replacing Kofi with Kevin Owens.
So cheap heat. Right.
Charlotte then mocks Becky for getting arrested and Ronda for dropping the title and says it's because they both fear me. She then plays a Ronda promo from November saying a true champion faces whoever is in front of her, and of course mocks her for that. Charlotte says the difference between Ronda and myself is I will never quit and I will never lay down the title. And then she says she's showing up to Raw next Monday so Vince can crown her the new Raw Women's Champion.
Right.
So there you go.
So
You
And he
think
probably will.
he
Right.
might, yeah.
Probably
there's
will.
a chance that that actually happens?
He probably will.
Or maybe as he's about to like put it on her waist, because it's not official until
yeah,
it actually goes on the waist.
Right, it's like a wedding ring.
Yeah. He's like, all right, that's one strap locked in. Now I will lock in the final strap, making this official. Right.
And he's like, oh, I should be snapping this thing, but I am too mesmerized by someone else coming out.
Who was that?
Ronda's music.
Reputation.
There's actual words. You can sing that one.
No, I know. I was just being.
Not like bun, diddly, bun, diddly, bun.
Yeah, what's
There's no words.
What song is
Never.
that? Stupid.
Yeah, you idiot.
All right, ready?
Look, to Joe's credit, there's some things he does really well. like the Saturday night main event. Yeah. Jericho's entrance is not one of them.
No.
Clearly.
Clearly,
You do
I don't know
it
what
right
that is.
now. Do it. Do the millennial countdown.
Let me get my water.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. It's
That's basically what Joe did.
You just went.
No. You're both wrong.
Andrew.
all right. Do it.
You ready for the right one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a. Come on. You know what? Oh, not the whole thing.
On a side note, that's what Andrew sounds like when he's making love.
You mean a 10-second countdown? You're right. Oh God, 10 seconds. That's all I got.
Eric and Andrew, thank you both for making me feel much better about my Chris Jericho intro. It is harder than it looked.
Well, yeah,
Well, I mean, we're just doing it bad to make you feel better.
exactly.
Oh, I appreciate
You want to hear the real one?
brother friend.
All right, here's the no. I'm just kidding. Next up, we have Aleister Black. Everyone, let us know who does the best Jericho
Now,
millennial countdown.
on the group page, post your video of you doing the Jericho Millennial
Oh, that's
Countdown.
great.
This is what I want to see.
And tag Jericho
Yeah.
just to like spam him with his fucking
Yeah.
entrance.
Do it on tag us and tag Jericho on Twitter. Do that.
Next up, we have Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Rusev and Nakamura with Lana ringside. Nakamura goes for the Kinshasa on Aleister, but he gets hit with the Black Mass instead. 1, 2, 3. NXT wins.
Yeah. Again.
Next up, we go backstage where Caleb Braxton asks AJ Styles, "Hey, what's up with you?
What do you do anymore?
What are you doing? You know, everyone says you're in a slump for the first time in your career. I mean, I said it, not everyone. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it right now. You're in a slump." And AJ's like, okay, well, that's great. Well, guess what? It took me 15 years to get here. And SmackDown Live is still the house that AJ Styles built. And then Randy Orton walks up and says, "The house that AJ Styles, what?"
We all died when we saw this.
You know, AJ.
Styles. What?
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I killed it.
So when is this match happening?
Yeah.
Are they saving this for Mania? Because we've
Fastlane.
already seen this.
You need filler for Fastlane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. I kind of want Randy at some point to be like, you know, Bray Wyatt once bragged about a house that he had, and we all know what happened there.
Yeah. Or did you get arrested for that?
I committed
or?
a felony.
Thank God Bray didn't press charges, or the city of wherever the fuck. Like,
We're committing arson.
like even if Bray Wyatt was like, "I'm not pressing charges," no, he committed arson.
Yeah.
You can't not press charges.
Right.
We're gonna press charges.
The charges are pressed. We press them.
Right. But no, what does Styles do at Mania? Because if he fights Orton before that, what the fuck does he do at Mania?
I don't know.
Andre
good
the
up-and-comer?
Giant Battle Royal.
Shut your mouth.
No, I mean,
get
someone
it.
like Gargano would be a good thing if they can build it. Someone like that, like a dream match, you could probably have.
Oh, I know what will happen.
What?
So
Luke Harper.
No. AJ and Orton will fight at Fastlane, and then they'll challenge the Usos at WrestleMania for the tag titles.
Damn it, Eric. Not again.
And win.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Lacey Evans does her catwalk. She comes out. She's like, "Hi. Bye." And
Bye.
then she leaves.
That red dress.
She looked really good.
Yeah.
But, like,
was good.
come on already.
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's enough already.
Emelina.
Do me already.
Do me already.
Yeah. Lacey Evelina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
pretty much.
Right. So next up we have Kofi and Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan had a match again.
His first match back.
First match back. So Owens did some babyface things like flipping out of the ring. He also changed up his finisher with a pop-up sit-down powerbomb on Daniel, but Rowan broke it up. I hope that's not it going forward. I hope it's not the sit-down. I like just the regular pop-up powerbomb better.
Yeah.
Did he end the match with that?
No,
Then it's not his finish.
but it got broken up. Right. However, Owens would get the win after hitting Daniel with the
Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fucking cool.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
So, you know, this babyface Kevin Owens is only going to last until like after Fastlane.
Yeah.
Then he's going to turn heel again.
Of course.
Yes, but again, I don't. If you're a face, you don't want to just be given a title shot. So if there's some way they
No,
can
but
save
he's not a face. He's just acting like a good guy for now.
For now. For now.
He's baiting us.
Yeah.
He's going to
Bait.
turn on Kofi.
Come on, take the bait. It's right
If
here.
he was in a spy movie, he would be the guy with the shifty eyes
Right.
that you can't trust.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for Raw and SmackDown. So now let's give some awards.
All right.
Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had Stephanie McMahon on SmackDown.
Okay.
I had Rowan.
Rowan.
I had Sting without the makeup. Does not look good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just being funny there, but yeah, I'll go Sting, sure.
Extra makeup.
Best dressed?
Lana.
Lana looked really good.
Yeah.
I don't look good. Lacey Evans looked incredible. I'm going Alexa Bliss.
I'm going Alexa Bliss as well. Okay. Worst acting?
I had Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
Especially
let's
with
sweep
her dead baby title.
Yeah. Oh my God!
It's a dead baby.
Oh my God! It's dead. Stephanie, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a
Yeah.
title belt.
Best acting?
I'm going to go with Batista here.
I'm gonna go Batista too.
Yeah, we can sweep it. I mean, for him, for being a heel and what he did it really well.
He did.
Get them good Hollywood lessons.
Yeah.
Right.
Worst comment?
Snoop Dogg's Woo. It was terrible.
You had Snoop Dogg's Woo. I had Finn Balor's Ooh.
Okay. That's my job.
And I had that was me
what I do.
watching Kevin Owens come back.
Yeah.
No, I had the Orton line. You know,
The what?
the what?
What?
Yeah, that went like the worst.
Best comment?
Oh, so I do it. I get no reaction. You do it. Great.
What, Eric?
What are you talking about?
What reaction of when?
Eric.
What?
What's your best comment? What is your best comment, Eric?
Or is it time for Dirty Deeds?
That's what I had.
Yeah. That was good.
Yes.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. Takeover, if that.
But that wasn't a line.
That was like
mouth.
barely audible,
barely audible.
but that's fine.
okay.
Okay, the Dirty
I'll give
Deeds
you that
one.
I'll allow it.
All right,
Sure.
thank
We
you.
don't have to sweep
Ju-
everything.
Judges rule.
Stone Cold?
They'll allow
I'll allow it.
We don't have to sweep everything. Okay, what's the
Anything.
next category?
Worst match?
Eric,
I had Lashley versus Strowman.
sweep it.
That wasn't
Next
a
one?
match, though. There no match took place.
I had Jinder versus Angle.
That's
Worst
what I
match.
had.
Yes. That is the obvious winner.
Super slow mo.
Nia and Bailey.
That's what I had.
Awful. Yeah, agreed.
Best match.
Sweep it. Oh, sorry.
What?
I had Black and Ricochet versus Nakamura and Rusev.
Okay.
That was a really good match.
I had the Bar versus the Hardy Boys, just because they're not winning best moment, so them coming out was cool, and
Yeah, true.
seeing them in action again was cool.
True.
Joe.
I had the Rusev Nakamura
Okay,
versus
so-
Black and Ricochet.
Okay.
Worst move.
R-Truth's 5-knuckle shuffle.
All right.
You didn't like that?
No.
I don't. I didn't really have one, but if you saw the video after Raw, Angle tried to angle slam Mahal on the table, and the table didn't break. He just
They
kind of
both
like
came back out.
he kind of just rolled over the table.
Like all the legends were still out there. Mahal and the Singh brothers came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, that's right. Kurt Angle came to the ring.
Yeah, but that wasn't on the show.
I know. I didn't have a worse move. Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really have one either.
I mean, I'm sure
There's
Nia
nothing.
did something stupid. So let's go
Nia.
anything Nia.
Okay.
Best move.
Kevin Owens stunner.
The stunner to end the night.
KO stunner. Yeah,
KO stunner.
for sure. Worst moment. This was actually a tough one.
Not
Really?
for me. The Ascension and Heavy Machinery backstage.
That's
That
what
was awful.
That's what I had.
guys.
That
I mean,
was
just because
awful.
there was like not a lot to choose from is what I meant.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
guess it makes it easy. But like still, like
Mine was, hey, want to see my tit, Leo Rush?
Son of a bitch.
Worst moment
Yeah.
ever.
Remember like a few months ago when Alexa was like changing backstage and we saw her back?
Yeah.
And then she
Yeah.
was holding her boobs in her
I was
hand?
like,
Yeah.
oh my
That was
Wait, what
nice.
were you like?
So-
sound like Vince McMahon announcing.
This is kind of a tough one though. Best moment.
God. What?
Best moments.
This is hard.
Because there's
You have
Kevin
Batista,
Owens, the Hardy
Kevin
Boys.
Owens coming out, even though I hated how they did it.
I'd Batista.
Hardy,
Hardy
Boys.
Boys.
Yeah.
Batista as a moment again.
It was
seeing
the
Batista.
It was the biggest moment.
the biggest.
It was.
So yeah,
biggest and best moment.
it was.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, definitely happy to see Kevin Owens back.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yep.
All right, now it's time for some breaking news. So, did you hear about this?
Yeah. I
Todd Phillips from the Hangover movies, old school.
Uh-huh.
You know those classic comedies.
did. Yeah.
Todd Phillips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's also directing the Joker movie.
Uh-huh.
He's directing a Hulk Hogan biopic starring Chris Hemsworth. Or Hemsworth, sorry. So Chris Hemsworth is playing Hulk Hogan. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
He's too good to play Hulk Hogan.
Well, like people were like, he's too good looking, but that's you know what movies are. You know, it's always going to be better looking people playing the real people.
Yeah.
because they're celebrities. They're actors for a reason. They're good looking.
Right.
Yeah.
But Rusev is campaigning to play Iron Sheik.
Oh my god.
No, why wouldn't he?
Oh my god. That would be amazing.
But who should play Vince McMahon? You need someone like in their 50s, maybe
Shane
like
McMahon.
40s. Shane McMahon.
Sure. Get a prosthetic chin.
Who's like a good older actor who could play Vince McMahon? Don't say Josh Brolin. He's like the answer to everything.
No, I wasn't.
Ooh,
thinking.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Ben
It's
Kingsley.
got to be someone who's not like
But he can't be that old.
Javier Bardem.
No, I know. He's like giant. Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, he pull off that
But
accent?
he could do the Vince McMahon walk.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "You're fired." Like,
Yeah.
he can't do the accent. Probably. I don't know. That's tough.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
So apparently Arn Anderson is no longer with WWE. Multiple wrestlers posted tweets like saying goodbye to him. Meltzer said he was fired after repeated conflicts with Vince. So he gone. You know who else is gone? Ty Dillinger, Hideo Itami. They both requested releases and got them. TJP was also fired, but he did not request his release. They're
Yeah.
saying it was a disciplinary measure.
Did you hear?
He's just a bad boy.
There's a rumor on that, which we could segue.
You can just say it.
Okay. So apparently it's because he got a shit ton of tattoos without asking management. And, you know,
That doesn't make sense.
it's not the first time that it's been frowned upon because you got to think they do merchandising and action figures.
So
and-
Kevin Owens' disgusting arm is okay, though?
I guess so.
I don't know if that's true, but
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a thing you can do to be like, oh, well, now we're justified in firing you.
right.
Yeah.
All right, rumor time.
Sure. Wait, no. Okay, so in a profile piece by the Tampa Bay Times, Batista dismissed comparisons to The Rock and John Cena, two other WWE superstars who had found success in Hollywood.
So only them.
Yeah, only them. He said, "Don't compare me to The Rock or Cena. Everyone does it. Those guys are wrestlers who became movie stars. I'm something else. I was a wrestler. Now I'm an actor. What fucking difference is there?" But in the interview, he was asked if they would if he would consider The Rock a great actor. He said, "Fuck no," and that's a quote.
So that means one thing: he's gonna be in the next Fast and Furious movie.
Yes, he's going to be the bad guy fighting The Rock.
I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Put John Cena in it too. Just make it a wrestling Fast and Furious movie.
Yep.
And like Vin Diesel's like the fifth lead.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds
like-
great.
What did you do?
What?
All right, rumor time.
Rumors.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title.
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule.
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia.
Confirmed!
So PW Insider's reporting that WWE has brought back Bruce Pritchard to work in creative.
All right.
So he's back.
He's back.
He's back. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
He was fired for having a gun on him backstage
No.
when he was fired like some years ago.
Yeah.
He had a gun on him.
So I wonder what happens with his podcast now.
That's what everyone's like speculating on. Like, is the podcast going to continue with him?
Because
and
he does it
Thompson?
he does it with Conrad Thompson, and he's all like up in AEW's
He's gonna be. Yeah, he is so far up their ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Also, people are saying that next year's WrestleMania will be in Tampa Bay. So
It's like in Florida every other year now.
yeah,
It's nice.
but like
It's nice weather.
Tampa Bay. At least Orlando, it's like, oh, go to all the theme parks.
Disney.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So Tampa Bay, I don't know. It's not that.
So
great.
if you could choose the city where WrestleMania was going to be, where would you choose?
Houston, no travel.
Jesus.
I don't know, Vegas. That'd be cool. Just
Vegas
do it
would
in
be kind of neat.
Vegas.
You know, the Raiders are-
LA.
Yeah,
That'd be
the
fun.
Raiders are getting a stadium. They could do it in Vegas.
They could.
Within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
If they want.
Because they did one before in Vegas.
Although it is oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, right, like WrestleMania.
Yeah, the one where Hogan just was like, I'm in the match.
Yeah, that was 9, I think.
Yeah. Caesar was it at Caesar's Palace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they could do it in Vegas again, I guess.
Sure.
Also, PW Insiders reporting that StarCast applied to trademark the term "dead man talking," which is making people think that Undertaker's starting a podcast, but it's most likely just referring to like the panel that he's going to do at StarCast or something.
You think he
like
has to get a copyright for that?
to do a podcast?
No, to do just a panel.
So I don't know. You think he's doing a podcast?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What else could that be?
I don't know. Well, why would StarCast apply for it? They don't produce podcasts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're getting into. Maybe that's part of his deal.
Maybe.
Maybe. I think Conrad has some. I think does Conrad own StarCast? I think he runs StarCast. I don't know.
Maybe.
Also, Charlotte and Andrade. This is. I mean, I put it in rumors, but it's pretty much confirmed that Charlotte and Andrade are officially dating.
Yeah,
They're
right.
boinking.
They're boinking. Yeah. So, what do you think?
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, she might be taller than him. I don't know. He wasn't super tall. In real
Oh,
life.
she's definitely taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's short.
Right.
We met him. It's so funny. He looks really big on TV, but I guess he's standing next to Zelina Vega.
That's true.
And then in person,
That's
like
probably on purpose.
in person, like we towered over him. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, it's Andrade. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all for rumors. So now it's time for some trivia.
Trivia, Joe. What you got?
I want you guys to work together for this one.
All right,
No.
I like it.
Work together.
No.
Work together.
How many men have main evented WrestleMania, so the last match,
All right.
as both a face and a heel?
So different times.
Different times. Okay. Let's go. Come on.
Well, okay. So hold on. Stone Cold left the match, that one match with The Rock, as a heel.
Right.
Does that count?
So I'll tell you this. On this list, who wrote this, they're saying that's an honorable mention.
So it
we'll
doesn't count.
So we'll say it doesn't count, but you got it. So either way.
Okay.
All right. So
Triple H.
main event. Yeah, it has. Yeah, Triple H.
Triple H is correct.
Undertaker?
There are, I'm going to tell you how many.
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's why we have to work together. There's no way we get all of this.
All right. I'll borrow this because I want to write this down.
I was right.
So we got Triple H.
Triple H. I don't think The Undertaker ever main evented as a heel. I don't think so.
Because when he fought Batista was the heel, right?
Yeah. He was like a baby face for like the last 15 years.
Yeah. The Rock?
So The Rock was a heel. Did he main event a Mania besides the Stone Cold ones? 'Cause those wouldn't...
The one in
Oh, Cena?
yeah, Cena.
But he was a baby face.
Yeah.
Oh, so babyface. Right. Okay, so The Rock.
Rock.
I was going to
That's
say,
2.
yes, he's main evented WrestleMania since Stone Cold.
Roman Reigns. He's been a heel and a face. Kind of both in the same match.
No,
Lesnar.
transfacial does not count.
Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is correct. 2 left.
Randy Savage? Randy Savage.
I was about to say
right?
that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's the only guy to
Flair.
ever main event as a face and then the next year as a heel.
Yeah.
That was another question, but I just threw that out
How
there.
many do we have? 4?
4.
We need 2 more?
No, one more. It's.
It's 5?
Hold on.
We got 4.
Yeah, there's 2 more.
Okay, we need 2 more. Did Shawn ever main event? Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Of course, Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels. 12 and then Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He was a heel when he lost to Stone
Right.
Cold.
Yeah.
He was a face
Yeah,
when he faced
right, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, Shawn.
I thought you were saying Stone Cold was the last one. I was
No,
like,
no, no.
No. So one more.
One more. Can you give us the era? Just to
No.
speed things up. Okay.
Recently
Recent.
he did
Recent.
his.
Batista.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recently, as he finally got his heel, because he was
Right.
never a. Well, it
He
says.
beat Triple H as a babyface. He
Yeah.
fought Daniel Bryan as a heel.
Yeah.
There it is.
Right.
That's it.
All right.
Boom.
Good job,
We
guys.
did it.
Yeah. Teamwork.
Who got more though? I think
Me.
I did.
I think
so
I did.
won.
I'm gonna say I did. I'm gonna say I did.
All right. Very good. Okay, now it's time for some fan questions.
All right.
You ready for this?
I am.
Gabriel Ballin, what do you guys think Sting said to Bobby Roode and No Way Jose on his way out to the ring?
Sucks to be you, bro.
Deuces.
Why did he talk to No Way Jose? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, we know why he talked to Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Why did he talk to No Way Jose for so long?
Cut your hair, hippie.
Yeah. Orlando Alvarado, why can KO do the stunner but not Becky? Frowny face.
We're
then it's
hoping
just
she
too
does it
much.
at Mania.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Trace Browning, what moment in your wrestling fandom did you shamelessly mark out for?
Oh, man.
Eric, you're at. This is just for Eric.
I mean, if we're talking like in person, I posted the video like years ago, and I'm almost ashamed of it because I fucking marked out so much. When Kevin Owens won the Universal title, I was recording it
That was
on
a
my
hard
phone.
mark out.
and I fucking marked out so bad.
Oh, man.
So that's probably like my biggest one, like at an event.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, obviously when I was a kid, you know, but that, like, shamelessly marking out, the ones where you marked out as an adult are funnier, obviously.
right.
Yeah. I mean, when Triple H, I mean, I know you like you could see Eric's mark out that same match when Triple H came out, and you were like,
Yeah.
with your arms up.
You can see me on TV.
And then Joe, anytime Shawn Michaels comes out, so,
Yeah.
Just comes.
yeah. I mean, Zack
Ouch.
Ryder, we marked
Yeah,
out really
I
hard
was
there.
losing
That was a big mark.
my
We,
out.
mind.
like Joe and I hugged and had a cry in the crowd at Mania.
Pretty much.
We had a hug and a cry. There were
Pretty much.
tears.
Pretty much.
Real tears.
Pretty much.
We soaked each other's shirts.
Yeah, this is funny.
Wow.
It's funny because it's true.
And
Yeah.
pants. No. Yeah, so those are some good markout moments.
That's going to be a good check the tape later.
Ralphie Boy, between the Revival and Daniel Bryan, how do you guys feel about champions eating a lot of pins lately? And I expect Joe to yell, and new.
Yeah, and no.
And no.
No. Yeah, no.
I said earlier in the show,
Getting
I think
pinned
it's
too many
ridiculous.
times makes you look like you're a bad
Awful.
champ.
It's awful.
Right. That's always been the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to, I think when the podcast started, Wade Barrett was the IC champion, and he would lose every match.
Every week.
Every match.
Except the pay-per-view when the title was on the line.
Exactly. That was
Then
it.
he would win.
Yeah.
Right. Brian, which match is most likely to happen at Mania? Daniel versus Kofi, Kofi versus Owens, or a triple threat?
I'll say Kofi versus Bryan.
I'll say a triple threat. They love throwing more guys in there.
And that's like another triple threat.
Yeah.
But then again,
Yeah.
what does Kevin Owens do if he's not in that match, you know?
That's why I said 3.
Yeah. All right, Paul to B. What does Austin think about KO possibly using his stunner as a new finisher?
Well, I think he does, but I think he's got to look at the tape and see how Stone Cold does it. If you want to do it like the rattlesnake, you gotta jump a little bit more, KO.
Yeah, he just falls.
He just falls. That's how I did my stunner at the beginning. Then I put a little into it.
A little
Yeah.
stank.
So, Mike Dawes, when was the last non-jobber Raw Tag Team Champions? That's a tough question.
Maybe
Raw.
when the bar had it.
I guess. Yeah, maybe. Jordan, what previous title would you bring back to replace a current shitty one? I personally want to see the hardcore title replace the U.S. title.
Done. That's the
Definitely.
only answer.
We've been saying this since the podcast started that we want
Yeah.
the hardcore title back.
Right.
You could put it on 205 Live. That would make that show a little bit more interesting.
The hardcore title?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to
I
punch
don't want
you.
to watch that show because I want to watch the hardcore title.
But it's PG. You
But
can't
it's
have blood.
hardcore flips.
Hardcore flips. Stephen Vellante, with Fighting With My Family and the Hulk Hogan movie coming out, push, fire, bury these future wrestling biopics. Eddie Guerrero, Ric Flair, and Shawn Michaels. You have to push Ric Flair.
Push Ric
I
Flair.
couldn't imagine anything else.
Barry Michaels.
Yeah.
Fire Eddie.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
sure, I'd love to see all these movies.
Right. I think Flair would be the most interesting. Shawn would be second most, and it's not saying I wouldn't want to see
Right.
that, but it's
I would
just-
almost want to like maybe bury Eddie and fire Sean, to be honest.
Why?
'Cause I don't know. I think Eddie's would be an interesting story because I don't know anything about it. I don't know what his
True.
upbringing was. I
Right,
don't know
yeah.
like what he did. He went to different companies, right?
Right.
Part of the Radicals. One had his big moment where no one thought he would win at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. That might be a cooler pick, like a movie.
Yeah.
Steven Stafford, how come when Vince announces Owens is fighting for the championship? Oh, this is what Joe said. Kofi didn't just sign the contract before
Sign
Owens
it!
got in the ring.
Yes.
Anthony Parrish, at this rate, over under 3 triple threat title matches at WrestleMania.
Man, it is looking like there's going to be a few.
I'll say under. You can't have more than 2.
Right. Jay Benjamin, you floated the idea of Becky attacking Rick backstage on Twitter. Do you think she is that over to get away with him attacking him on his birthday?
No.
I think he is, but you'd have to have Charlotte there.
Charlotte would have to be there.
Yeah. Muner925, what are the chances Batista didn't even attack Rick? Rick just drank too much and Batista was helping him get to the That would have been
That's amazing.
the funniest swerve. Like everyone thinks it's Becky, right? Then Batista's there. He drags out Rick, but then the real twist is he's like, "Hey Hunter, he really needs help."
Yeah,
he's
hit rock bottom.
he
man.
blacked out
Do I
drunk.
get your attention now, Hunter? In a separate thing, Rick's drunk.
By the way, we never saw Rick's wife after. Like she showed up with him,
Yeah.
and then we didn't see Rick's wife.
I'm assuming Batista knocked her the fuck out right before.
And then he drags her out too.
Yeah.
Nathan Weller, where the fuck are EC3 and Nikki Cross?
Yeah, we don't know.
Probably on the rooftop with Sanity
They
hanging out.
were they're at the Ric Flair party.
They were.
Oh,
Oh,
they
Nikki
were?
Cross was.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right, Nikki. That's
So
right.
was EC3.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
didn't
he
see
gave
him.
a big hug to Sting. Again, there's history.
That would make sense.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
of course. Max, all good. Do you guys have something planned for the next bracket with all the returns this week? Maybe you guys could do best returns. Love the show.
Best returns would be good. Returns
Best-
or debuts, maybe.
There should probably be one bracket, you think? I mean, they probably could be 2 brackets,
Probably.
but maybe we should condense them into one. Best returns
Debut would
/debut.
be pretty good on its own.
I like a draft, a Hall of Fame draft, where you just start drafting guys that could potentially go in the Hall of Fame.
Right,
That could be kind of fun, but we don't like show each other's notes.
right.
You can just do like random celebrities that maybe have appeared or
Yeah.
said they liked it. Like Ben Stiller. Ooh, 4th round pick, Ben Stiller.
Seth Green.
Jeremy Pivens,
That's-
Summerfest.
If that's the yeah, like Seth Green's going to be my number 1 pick, I think. If,
Yeah. right.
Velveteen Drew, if you guys could hit one stunner, if you could hit a stunner on one person from any point in history, wrestler or non-wrestler, and get away with it, who would it be and why?
Anyone in history?
Yeah.
Not going to get political on this one.
Yeah, don't say Hitler. It's too easy. Like Stalin or
I wasn't thinking.
Trump.
Trump or Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un.
Jesus.
All right, Joe's got Jesus.
I might as well take Buddha.
Buddha.
I'd probably stun The Rock or Billy Gunn just because of how well they sell them.
I don't know. Scott Hall took a good stunner.
Yeah.
I would stun Kevin Nash. Just because.
That's gonna be a tough stunner.
It is. I'm up for the challenge, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stun both of the Singh brothers at the same time.
There you go.
That'll be
Make sure
good.
you give them a beer first.
Because they
too.
can sell it.
Well, if you're going to do it, it's going to be buried in the middle of the show.
Yeah, right.
Jordan Strong, would you rather see a Shield triple threat or a New Day triple threat for the title?
New Day.
New Day.
Yeah, we've already seen the
We've
Shield.
already seen the
New
Shield.
Day
threat.
all day.
They'd be incredible.
Rebecca Young had his Truth, Andrade, and Ray get booked at Fastlane for the U.S. title. I want to see this match again. Who even knows if he's defending that title at Fastlane?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, we haven't even seen our Truth in a few weeks.
We haven't, right?
Michael McNeil Gorin, favorite wrestlers outside of WWE. That's easy. Chris Jericho. That counts.
Yeah.
He's with All Elite Wrestling. That's an easy one.
Joey Ryan's really fun to watch.
You like Joey Ryan?
Like you don't need. He doesn't even have to wrestle.
Joey
Just
Ryan
his antics.
is your favorite wrestler over Chris Jericho?
Maybe
I didn't
Austin
say
Aries.
it was my favorite.
That was the question. It's Chris Jericho. It's a sweep it.
All right.
You have no choice. Olivia Messier, why are they putting Ricochet and Black together in tag matches instead of singles?
Because that way they can show both of them off.
I'll just say this, Olivia. You'll see why. Wink. Creel Johnson. Yeah, it is. There's an answer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say.
And new.
Oh, that's already.
Creel Johnson. Is Sean still a sexy boy with that mustache?
No.
He wasn't a sexy
didn't
boy
talk about it.
with that bald head.
He had that giant handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
Ugh. Sean.
Sean,
Have
no.
some self-respect, boy.
No, Sean, no.
He doesn't have the bald head. He had hair under his hat.
Under his hat?
Like you were Joe's length. Like you could see it.
Yeah, there's some hair. I mean, he shaved it for the Dubai. Whatever.
For the Dubai thing. But
Why
yeah.
did he shave it for that?
Why
did he
not?
shave his head?
Because you can't wear a hat when you wrestle. You can grow the back shit and have this all bald if you're gonna wear a hat.
Yeah, that's true.
He's probably just lazy about it.
But he still had long hair. He was just his forehead was just getting bigger. If you're gonna wrestle one more match, keep your long hair. You know.
Nah.
Yeah, like if you were a wrestling trainer,
Yeah.
like maybe you'd like let it grow if you're gonna wear more hats just in the back.
Nah.
I don't know.
Shawn Michaels looked like Eric Young in that match. It was disturbing.
Yeah.
There was no sexy boy left.
Nope. All the sexy was gone.
Like when he came out in Dallas, he looked like Shawn Michaels. And like that was 2017,
Yeah.
right? 2017 or 16?
Someone stole his mojo.
And that was 7 years after he retired. And he
Yeah.
still looked
Or
the
Dallas
same.
or San Antonio?
No, Dallas, WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
When he came out with Mick Foley and Stone Cold,
That's
like he
right,
looked
that's right.
the same that he did 7 years before that.
Right.
It's just sad.
It is.
Anyways, make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @WrongWrestling. We got t-shirts at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. And, we got all the NXT shows on there. And the Fastlane recap next Sunday.
Yeah.
You're going to defend your title, Eric. You're going to lose it.
No.
Hey, I have a question. Was that your first successful title defense? Elimination Chamber?
No.
No, it wasn't.
No,
He
because
did the run of those 3 pay-per-views last year, like in a row.
it was like
He
Mania, the Saudi Arabia, the Backlash.
Yeah, it was like boom, 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 and he defended 2 of those.
It was
Okay.
like 3 in a row.
Right. Oh, so that was right after my 8-month-long reign? Right
Which
after
was
that?
right after my 2-year run.
2-year run.
Which is right after my 17-day run.
So
I still have the longest reign, so just
Okay.
saying. I do. It's official.
not a
Yeah.
contest.
oh, it's now.
You're
official?
like Ric Flair. You've wanted the most time, but you keep losing it and getting it back.
Who would you rather be, Honky Tonk Man?
New world order.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? most loved and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Always kill
Lashley.